Emotional damage.
Welcome back,
We're here.
everyone. Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
I can see Anthony. You guys
You can
help
see
me
me.
with my boom. My
Our
boom
eyes
boom.
are in contact now.
Hello.
Hello, you.
Hey guys.
Hello, you. Hello,
I can always
you.
see you.
We're perfect.
I see you.
I could never
I
see you
see
until
me.
now.
Yeah.
Through you.
Avatar. I see you.
Oh,
I see you.
I see you.
I see.
But you're
Yeah,
not just
it's so
seeing
weird.
you. You're seeing the
You see me?
trees and the animals. And
You're a
the
part of
plants.
my.
Everything.
Does it make me bad that I always rooted for the, like, humans?
Soldiers.
Wow.
Oh, no, never.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, dude, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's in your blood, but yeah.
It works, right? We have to conquer
The
lands,
Marines.
and
Yeah. Dude,
they didn't want to work with us, so.
I
There's
love
a
them,
lot of
man. I
trees.
thought,
They can move.
man, I was not going for that guy, but he was hardcore with the knife.
He was pretty cool.
Oh,
All
dude,
right.
the colonel. Yeah,
Yeah, he was nuts.
Speaking of Marines, Daniel Perry.
Oh, very solid,
Yeah.
dude. I gotta give you a. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Not planned.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Daniel, dude.
Hey, like, subscribe while you're listening. That'd be great.
appreciate
And then we'll
you.
continue.
Right now. We'll
Yeah,
wait.
we're holding you hostage.
We'll
so-
wait.
Right now,
All
we'll
right.
wait
Yep,
25
it's at
minutes.
the bottom.
It's 25 minutes of us sitting here just playing on our phone.
Yeah, no
Well.
one did. Actually, get an unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad.
All right, let's go then. All right.
Yeah.
So, the charge for, what was it, manslaughter was dropped? I believe,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
yes,
you're
that
right.
was the.
Was he
study.
like initially
Yeah.
charged with murder though? Was that?
I don't
the-
know. I don't know. I thought so, but I don't know.
Yes, I believe the charge was
Conflicting
because it was
reports.
full manslaughter.
I think. Yeah.
And after how long the jury has been going back and forth, it seems like forever now. Like they say,
So-
we can't reach an agreement or whatever, and then the judge is trying to force it, and the
I think
defense
the
is like,
district attorney is saying that they're gonna pursue a lesser charge.
yeah,
So it's not like he's out of the weeds yet, but I mean, obviously, this is the guy in the subway, right?
yes,
He choked the guy out that was
Yeah, he
attacking
was-
people.
yes, he was attacking people. He
And
choked
he
him.
choked him all the way out.
Well, actually, the thing
Definitely.
is, he did not die in his arms.
Correct.
He died afterwards as he was getting.
Yeah.
So
But, lack of oxygen for that amount
Yeah.
of time, kind of long periodically amount of time.
a long period
Sucks.
of evidence. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I feel like from the beginning that he was justified. So
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
I
it's-
can't remember exactly what was the guy being.
he was attacking people.
is
Oh, yeah.
The guy, he has a
Actually attacking
history and many charges of attacking people on subways, outside of the subways.
Dude, subways are so crazy. There was that dude in I think it was like the early '80s, late '70s maybe, who.
Is there a subway murder that I don't know about?
This dude, his mom or somebody got hurt by a homeless dude who was living in the subway, and then
Yep.
he was going into the subways and lighting them on fire,
Yep.
while they were sleeping.
It was only a few he did, but yes.
Like,
That's
still-
retribution,
okay.
man.
I mean, still,
Yeah.
dude, he was lighting
Are you
people
just
on.
telling people to not be homeless?
I'm saying I'm just stating facts here
Okay.
of a thing.
Alright.
I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, it's a free country. Be homeless if
So-
you want, but
The
Everywhere's your
judge.
home.
I
when you're
wouldn't.
homeless.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Don't.
But
No.
I recommend it.
Do you?
No, I don't know. So,
Dude,
Just go with
under
it,
a
right?
bridge right now would be brutal.
Yeah. that would
dude,
suck.
how cold it is.
it would
Concrete.
suck.
No way, dude.
The bridge is ice before the
Couple
roads
boxes. No way.
No, it's not
if
true.
that.
Not
Can
true.
you imagine if you got
You
your
speed up
sorry,
on bridges, all right?
The government comes and takes half your box house.
do. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Sorry.
Or you're back on taxes.
Here's the
We're gonna
roof.
to
You have no
do that.
roof anymore.
You imagine though?
Take the
Get
walls, leave
insurance
the
for it.
roof.
You have to have insurance.
5% homeless tax.
Oh my
That'd be good.
gosh.
How would
you
they
always-
enforce that though?
They'd have
You
to-
couldn't.
You'd probably just take some of the meth that they're taking for the day.
Give me 3 of your 6 gloves that you're wearing.
Take the fingers
Yeah.
off like aggressively. They're like,
I'm sorry.
"Oh,
What's
this
that?"
guy was in the army." No, man, there's tax.
What's that movie, dude, where they Snowpiercer?
What the
Where they
world?
put the arm out, the thing, and it gets
Oh,
frozen,
yes.
dude. Like it's like
Yeah, because
some-
they messed up and they have to hammer it. Oh,
that's
dude.
crazy.
You have to watch that. It's a great movie.
You guys talked about that once, yeah.
Many
I'll admit
times.
to
Yeah.
it.
It's such a good movie.
Well,
We should
Yeah,
watch
it's,
it.
I don't know. Being homeless sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that there's reasons people went there. But
yeah.
But-
He,
also, I'm sure there's people who
coming
have no business being
coming
homeless,
back from
and
this
it's
very
terrible.
wide
Yeah,
road we took.
let's hang a left.
So this dude was attacking people with like his hands, his knife, or whatever. Like what was he?
Yeah, punching people, kicking people.
I don't think there was a knife at all.
Okay.
But he was.
Some maybe, who knows?
So that
he
may
was literally
be
attacking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when he went
Indiscriminately.
did a chokehold on him.
Yeah.
He went out.
And he asked him to stop. He wasn't stopping.
Yep, he wasn't stopping. Started,
And then he
fighting
died.
him. Yeah. Yeah, he died from that.
But he was being he was like actually attacking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking like a little slap in the face.
Yeah, like beating
Not a
people
little
up.
Michael Smith action.
Yeah.
Some
The
Jada action.
the judge dismissed it because the jurors were unable to reach a verdict.
Yeah.
So now they're considering criminally negligent homicide, which is a Class B felon.
Okay. Well, so we're still dabbling in the felony thing. I think what's going to continue to happen is the jury's going to be hung, and
but
he's going to
Trump's here
continue
now.
to ask for
You
to be judged by his peers.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to eventually go away, or he'll accept a plea deal.
Well,
Much less.
no, I think, and if Trump gets in, well, he's already in. When he gets in,
Accept
I think
it and
he's
then
gonna
pardon him.
Yeah, he's going to pardon him 100%.
All right.
Trump's
Wait,
already, that's why he won
if you were
this.
pardoned from something, you were charged with felony, right?
Yeah.
And convicted, right? And you're pardoned, you can have a weapon now. You can vote.
I think it becomes expunged. Yeah, I think
Okay, so it's seen as an expungement.
I think I'm not 100%. Any
Okay.
lawyers who are
Yeah,
watching
that'd be cool.
this, if you could,
If you know things about
that
the
stuff,
law.
please
More
cure
than
our
we do.
ignorance. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. It'll be interesting to see.
Speaking of law, do you want to go into Sharia law and Sunni law? Would that be a good?
By all
transition?
means.
All right, Anthony, did you catch this? And then I can jump in on my opinion.
Oh yeah, yes.
Topic 2.
Yes. So, what's going on right now in Europe? And we spoke about this before on another podcast.
Oh, we went into it heavy, dude.
Yeah, we went into
Yeah,
it pretty good.
We did.
But with this, we keep seeing things coming out from Europe. And one thing that I seen is schools are now becoming heavily influenced by the Muslim culture.
It's like critical
In the
race
easiest
theory,
way.
but
100%.
for
And they're now taking classrooms of kids to mosques and forcing them to pray in their ways.
In what capacity though are they being? Not that I agree with it, but how are they being forced though? Like, are they like?
It's
what's
like,
the punishment for them saying?
I don't
like,
think
I don't
that's
want to do
what
it.
they're doing. I think it's their kids are obviously. I think
Super
they were what?
influencing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were like 7, 8 year olds.
Yeah, these are kids. These are
And-
actual kids, and this
and
is
you
like,
say, hey, look, out of respect, we're gonna
do this.
We're going to pray or simulate praying to Allah in this mosque on these prayer carpets, which is not only just a disgrace to someone who practices Islam, but it's and they're gonna. I know there's a lot of backlash about Christianity and brainwashing. I'm not trying to touch that, but you're taking children who have never been exposed to something like that, putting them in that environment, and then telling them to play the part.
What country is this in?
I believe this was in the UK.
Yeah, I would do.
So there
wanna
would
say
probably
it was
be
in-
like pretty from what I see from the UK. I would imagine there'd be some sort of steep punishment to mom and dad if they were to throw any backlash. Like, hey, I don't want my kids to be
100%.
exposed.
It
to
would
be
this.
like a
year in
You know what I
prison.
mean?
What did he?
Yeah.
That guy got several years in prison. I watched the guy said it, and it was a judge who was super nasty about it.
Oh,
He
yes.
said, you said that they are raping our women, and they are taking our money, or stealing our money, or something like that, right? Which is true. I think it could be a generalization that's, I don't think, fully correct, because I'm not going to blame a whole populace. For
Yeah,
something.
no, I got
Oh
it.
no, well, just the
But it's
populace
definitely
that has
happening.
been integrated in.
Yeah,
In all
I
honesty,
mean,
I
I mean, when
The populace that has been integrated in left a place because they were not accepted there.
sure,
So now they're in a place
or not willing to.
exactly. That's all it is, So it's
Well, they're the R word. They went up.
Yeah.
We already talked about it in the last video.
Yeah,
That it's astronomical. It's triple, like 300% and higher. I mean, and it's from specifically we're talking about immigrant crime. So
and just
that's a sticky situation.
and this is something that came
Sure.
out what is it, like a week ago, I believe now. But
Yeah.
UK's favorite boy name, newborn
Saw this.
Mohammed.
Yep.
Ooh.
In the UK,
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's not telling you something.
Yeah, it's insane.
So
this is an actual
it is taking over. They have
100%.
They have a thing on X. It's some sub series, and it's shoot, this may be on a different platform, but anyway, it's some sort of the takeover. Europe invasion is what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and there's some racial stuff in there that I don't agree with, but where you're putting a very sharp point on something, and I'm not sure that it's supposed to be cut that way.
Dude, that's crazy to think about, though, that they're doing that in school. I remember parents, like, when I was in, like, 5th or 6th grade, dude, they were raising hell over, like, human growth and development classes in, like, 5th and 6th grade. Like, this was, when was I in middle school? 2006, 2007, something like that.
Yeah.
And that was like, man, I can't believe that they're complaining about that. And now it's like, they're letting parents are letting this kind of stuff fly. You know.
Well, and literally, there was like, regardless of race, there was literally 20 blonde head kids praying face down on mats. So anyway.
Like with this, I have no issue with them visiting a mosque.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Visiting, like, so this is what this is. This is learning. This is this religion.
Absolutely.
But then telling them, all right, we're going to go in here.
Yeah.
We're going to follow their rules right now. We're going to do the prayers.
Yep. Doing the Holy Sacrament, and you're from another religion? No way, dude. That ain't going to fly.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And if the parents talk back, like we just mentioned,
or say anything out of line,
they're actually going to get
arrested. Which is why we live in America.
Yeah. So Europe right now is like,
originally,
it is bad in Europe.
Taxation,
like they've really messed up their countries, like big time messed up their stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And there's no way out of it now. It's already to a point.
I think
the number one boy name is Mohammed.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right,
insane.
But what's going to happen? And this is going to kind of throw us out there. But what's going to continue to happen is I've heard someone speak on this. It may have been Sean Ryan and someone else.
That other dude speaks of that.
Joe Rogan. It was Joe Rogan and Sean Ryan. They both talked about on the same show was overcorrection. That when you have these balances and checks and balances where, all right, America is being too racially inclined and we need to be fair. They overextend and pump out DEI, critical race theory, and you can copy and paste this to anything, LGBT community, etc. I mean, we've just let's steal your kids and turn them into trans kids at age 7, 8, 9, and not allow the parents to know or have any input, or at least not stop it. Right?
Yeah.
So we're overcorrecting, and I think that's the same thing. They dumped a ton of people in, and these people are practicing a different way of life than what traditionally is practiced there, and it's super saturated. And now Muhammad is the name, which, dude, we already talked about this. I got friends who you do too, who I mean, my buddy Sam, he is literally a brother to me. So I don't mean any disrespect to that community. However, it's very obvious and shocking.
It is.
I agree.
It's a sticky situation. And
remember, we discussed it before. That's like in that religion, there are different levels to it. There are extreme, and there's the base, the medium. It's right here.
Sure.
And anyone here, sure, cool, awesome, fun guys, fun people. But when you go to the extreme, and those are the individuals that's going to these countries, that's where it's bad. Because these are the ones who's going to follow the law of the Quran to the point. And they're going to try to force these laws into the country. Like if you look at the law for just marriage, we discussed this before, right? One simple law. Look at the law for thievery. Look at the law for not believing in their religion, right? These are the ones that's in these countries because they were not accepted in these Middle Eastern countries. If you go to Dubai, they're not doing anything of these guys.
Well, I think
they're not even supporting
it's like,
them.
what do you believe in? Yeah. I don't want to stretch this out too far, but I've read I guess the best accurate translation into English. So obviously there's a lot of argument in the community on if that's proper or if it's been translated properly. But anyway, it talks about Muhammad and who he's having relations with. I'm not going to mention the child's age, but I'm saying child for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And what is allowed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's in there. And I know the Talmud and all these other things talk about that same stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not, whatever. I'm obviously reading the Bible. There's some really bad stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how it can correlate to our culture. It just can't integrate.
No, it
if
can't.
You actually,
I
not even if you do the letter of it, if you believe in the history of it, I don't understand how that can integrate.
It's impossible.
I
I forgot if it was Iran or Afghanistan, but last week, one of their leaders were trying to add the law where they can marry even younger. Marry younger.
I thought that was Iran.
It was Iran, okay.
I think it was Iran.
Because this was last week, I saw this little interview going on with
it was
woman
very low.
Who was, yes, it was like 7.
Yeah.
Or 9.
I know it was under 10.
Because they were talking about, well, this prophet, if it was Muhammad, I don't know. I don't.
Dude, we could.
It was somebody who did this.
Yeah.
And they want to just say, well, it's in our religion and we want to do this. And the woman was like, you're talking about something that was 1,000 years ago or whatever. That's insane. Yeah. And people want that. They're trying to accept this in.
Dude, I mean,
if it's,
you've got all sorts of stuff.
Well, I don't know if it's like...
You haven't really said much on it.
I don't know if it's like so much like people, maybe like one per... You know what I mean? It's just making a general assumption.
I mean, it can be whole cultures because like...
Yeah, no, I mean...
I have a friend from Afghanistan and Bachapuri? I think I'm saying it correctly. Bachapuri.
I have no clue.
No,
you can say it however you want, and I'll just assume it's right.
Don't look it up at your work. What I'm getting at, man, is there's always practices in religion that are demented. Even in Christianity, you can, snake handlers. And stuff like that,
I was just about to say those snake worshippers.
So,
then they always act shocked when they die.
So it's I mean, it's just
oops.
But the barbarity and the twistedness. I mean, even in like, look it up. Bachapuri, I believe, is what it's called. But
I'm good.
It's bad stuff, man. So I don't know where the line can be drawn, and apparently it's a huge thing. And apparently there's a lot of stuff like basically you can only have relations with your wife for procreation, right? That's not all their laws. Certain sects believe in that, but yeah, I think it's dangerous, man. I mean, anything that preaches that, and I think most people would agree that I want to agree with me.
Yeah.
You want to love your family. I think sex is a beautiful thing for a marriage. I think that's what it was designed for, not just to procreate. So anyway, let's keep it straight and narrow. Speaking of sex outside of marriage, Hawk Tuah girl.
Very good.
Yeah, I was trying to get in that sticky situation and
her crypto scam thing.
Yeah,
supposedly crypto scam.
Topic 3.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
she I had a thing about it here. Let me go back and find it.
I don't know what it's called. So I just heard about this. Obviously, she's been doing great with her podcast.
Oh no, well, dude, she has so much money now.
Dude, we got to figure out how to.
You got to go to this random TikToker and just say something wild.
You actually have to and not get fired. But
let's see. It was called the Hawk.
Yeah,
the Hawk.
Hawk, and it went up to market
HAWK.
cap of 500 million almost,
and
now it's down to 60 million.
60 million, yeah.
And the
apparently
thing
there
is,
was a quick pull out, and they have overseas accounts. That's what I'm understanding.
From what I see, it could be that. It could be that, or it's just something that was already set up way before this even came into place. Because the thing is, this Hawk Tuah girl, she has so much money now and so many businesses.
Because she has an audience.
She has an actual audience, which now is like massive.
That's kind of part of why we do what we do. We of course like speaking to each other, but as we get more likes and subscribes, and you're in the 100,000 plus range, you have an audience.
Yep.
Imagine the impact you can have if we say, "Hey, look, we have someone who needs help. Can you guys, consider pitching in?" I mean, that's all you have to do. If Joe Rogan said something like that,
Oh yeah.
Whatever needed to be done would be done
100%.
within a day.
100%.
So there's impact with that. And I mean, she's doing the same thing with crypto and the Shiba and all this stuff that myself and other people have fallen victim to or been risky, ultra risky. It is dangerous, and this is going to happen.
So
most
there
of the
was
time.
a huge amount of that was transferred from like in one single block, to a specific wallet, which is like how this stuff like
wallet?
blockchains, right?
Just verification.
And as so much gets burnt, more gets
It's
unlocked.
Called,
blah
it's
blah
called
blah.
rugged it.
Yeah,
she rugged it when it was launched.
Yeah,
or her management team or her people. Because the thing is, I don't even think she knows how to run these. Because honestly,
no, you just need someone who knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
To take advantage
and
of her.
she's doing interviews with Mark Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we don't like
that guy.
That guy's
wrecked.
insane.
Yeah,
but she's at the level now where she has so many managers and like people influencing her.
Yeah,
it's probably 100 people or more.
Yeah, you know what that's gonna cost?
Oh yeah, dude, how much money she's made is insane. But this right here, this could have been a lot of people.
You're looking for you said it earlier, the Ponzi scheme. You're looking for someone who can see the writing on the wall for a Ponzi scheme, take advantage of her and her platform, and help her do it for others, and then pull out. That is what they did with Shiba. I was there. They literally were just straight up high talking it on Instagram,
and
it exploded. And then the last day before I was watching this, one of the head guys who started it said, "Hey, everyone put in $20 or more." And then the next day he pulls out.
Yeah, I do think the dumbest thing was everyone bought this when it first came out.
Yeah.
Like that was so dumb of people.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you wait a week before you put money into something like that. Like this is not Bitcoin.
But the thing is, people they want to be on that next
Dogecoin.
Now is a great time to buy. Let's buy right now because it's really low.
I had Doge.
Honestly,
I had it. When
yeah,
it was
I mean,
0.008.
honestly, like if you can get into my opinion, if you can get into a coin before anybody else knows about it, and then it takes off when it peaks to 900%, pull out. You know, but the thing is, like,
you have nothing to lose at that point.
Well, it's like the whole thing with AMC. Yeah. Oh, it's going to go to $100,000 a share. That's great. I have AMC that I'm still holding, by the way.
I have a game. I don't have
AMC. The problem is, it can go to $100,000 a share. Great. But people still have to buy it. That's still how it works. It's not you just sell and the money comes out of thin air. Somebody's buying those shares, right?
Well, yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, and if everyone understands to sell that then you'll tank it, and you're short selling it, and it's just.
And it could have been even Mark
dirty.
Cuban who did that, because Mark Cuban said
he
was going to buy a lot of it, so he could have bought it.
And you're only going to buy that because but what is it backing? It has no backing.
It's just it's a celebrity.
Yeah,
it's a celebrity coin.
I fell for the Ryoshi scam. I fell for that one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they got like $600 for me, dude.
But game, in my opinion, really.
I was so pissed, dude.
But GameStop, wow, this is going to get long. But GameStop is just simple because they were talking about how it is now going to be an online store for specific skins and the NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
And it made sense. Yeah, that was like...
I remember that, yeah.
When it was almost dead and brick and mortar's gone, dude, that's why I'm holding on to it.
Oh, yeah, it's right. It's over 30 now, so it's pretty good.
It could be the front store of all gaming.
But to go back to the Hawk Tour real quick, people are saying now, like, she can go to jail, she can get whatever. There's no way she can. In cryptocurrency, rugging a coin like that happened, there's no legal procedure to send her to jail or even sue her.
There will be after this.
Well, there has to be. If someone it has to be created. But the only thing that can happen to her is the SEC can fine her for doing something. But as for any lawyer,
that's the same thing.
Like they can say like, "Oh, come to us,"
Well, I think possibly there is, and the reason I say that guy who, if I could remember, I would. He was basically had a similar thing to Coinbase, right? Mm-hmm. The wallet, and he was over just crypto transfers, right? And so people bought into it. He then had to, we don't know if he's dead or not, but he went to India, supposedly died, got verified that he died there. And no one believes that he died, but he took and then his girlfriend took all this money, and it's just gone somehow. Anyway, there's a Netflix documentary.
Well,
I think that there actually can be some charges, but you're
this
right.
Is the thing
I don't
is,
know.
This is a crypto.
Correct.
This is not.
That was that too.
This is not a bank. This is not the dollar. This is not anything. This is a cryptocurrency.
But
this is not regulated.
But anytime, well,
so this is not regulated.
It's the same thing with Wall Street in the 80s and 90s. Like Wall Street was super underregulated.
Yeah.
So that's how guys like Jordan Belfort or all those hedge fund dudes were able to basically rob people blind. That's like the penny stocks was not regulated at all.
Yeah.
So that's why they were selling $10,000 worth of a worthless stock to like some garbage man, and they were making $5,000. Like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna go to the next level. And like
refinancing,
they would get hit. Well, they would get hit with a fine from the federal. What is it? The federal
FCC.
Yeah, that
One
and it
of
would
them.
be like a $3 million fine, but they've made like $60 million. That's like me owing you $20.
It's a slap on the wrist to keep going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not it's like it's literally like, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm not sure about that stuff. I do think that there are some recourses for crypto manipulation, similar to the stock market manipulation. However, it is definitely not regulated the same.
It's not regulated.
I know that for sure.
No.
But I do think there are. I'd like to
it was
research
just
that.
It was stupid of people to buy it.
Yeah,
that's like
Dude,
it's a social media craze.
Dude, it's
I
stupid.
did that. It sucks. Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah.
It's crazy though, dude, that she has been able to retain popularity.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like, look, man, I laughed at it when it first came out. I mean, it was funny.
It actually, it
and I was like, that is
sense.
true.
It doesn't make sense though to. She just sees that moment, man.
Dude, yeah, she jumped all over it.
Well,
to some degree, like, she's not. I don't think that she is a. I don't think she's dumb per se. I don't think she's a stupid person. I think she had to have realized right then and there, if I do not jump on this, I will miss out. Miss this bus.
Yeah.